We got a couple of you tuned in early here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. As always, we keep that muted as much as we can until we get close to game time and start our pre-game stuff. So don't be alarmed. You've got video, you've got audio as well. Just letting you know we're going to go back to muting that sound until we get a little bit closer to game time. 21 minutes before we get underway here in Cozad. Looks like it's going to be Parents' Night as well. And I know we'll have some Cozad folks on board watching this evening, and so we'll bring that to you as well. 21 minutes left of the opening kickoff between the Mustangs and the Haymakers.
Team. Got a lot of people who'd like to recognize here tonight. A lot of the players would also like to recognize the student managers, and I'm going to introduce the student managers first before we start with the freshman class. Working as student managers this year for the 2016 Cozad Haymaker football team, we have Brian Bussinger, son of Brian and Misty Bussinger. Hayden Russman, son of Casey and Kim Russman. Eli Baritza, son of Adam and Becky Baritza. Isaac White, son of Chris and Amanda White. And Lane Wright, son of Adam and Pam Wright. Those are your student managers for 2016. Okay, I'm going to introduce the freshman class now, and parents, as I introduce these players, if you're here in the stands already, I'd like to have you go ahead and stand and be recognized as well. Playing football for Cozad this year in the freshman class, we have Gabriel Angelis, son of Dina Gardner. Nate Breon, son of Scott Breon and Jessica Lenz. Silverio Delgado, son of Justina and Lupe Delgado. Jacob Gingenbaugh, son of Derek and Lisa Gingenbaugh. Alex Huertas, son of Tony and Lacey Huertas. Jackson Lighthall, son of James and Renee Lighthall. Brecken Lofton, son of Justin Lofton and John and Amber Cruz. Dalton McCarter, son of Josh and Amanda McCarter. Corbin Sattler, son of Anthony and Donna Haggart. Carl Sayer, son of Glenn and Tanya Sayer. Morgan Schrader, son of John and Lori Schrader. Cade Stott, son of Robert Stott and Sherry Lynn Lebrand. Jacob Subb, son of Terry Subb. Gage Sutherland, son of Mark and Kim Sutherland. Connor Westcote, son of Charlie and Leah Westcote and Crystal Hernandez. And lastly in the freshman class, Brady Wright, son of Adam and Pam Wright. Give them a hand, folks. Those are the freshmen in this year's Cozad Haymaker football team. And now representing the sophomore class this year, we have Luke Breon, son of Scott Breon and Jessica Lenz. Adam Cole, son of Jack and Thea Cole.
So how are you guys this year, man?
Dylan Geyser, son of Scott and Robin Geyser.
Yeah.
Stephen Gumble, son of Dwayne Brown and Renee Gumble. Blake Hoffmaster, son of Tyrone and Julie Hoffmaster. Dylan Colbo, son of Wade and Kim Colbo and Todd and Michelle Starman. Jacob Kostman, son of Aaron Kostman.
We can't get him done.
Kevin Litton, son of Eric Libhart and Maggie Wheeler. Meyer, son of John and Julie Meyer. Jonathan Neal, son of Mike and Debbie Neal. Jace Russman, son of Casey and Kim Russman. Josh Stahlbomber, son of Brad Stahlbomber and Bridie and Heidi Bazada. And finally, Greg Taberty, son of Larry and Debbie Taberty. Those are your sophomores, folks. Give them a nice hand. And now for the junior class. Representing the junior class of the Cozad Haymaker football team this year, we've got Zach Beckenauer, son of Bill and Jill Beckenauer. Ian Branham, son of Johnny Branham. Fabian Chacon, son of Victor and Eva Chacon. Kyle Gurman, son of Paul and Jane Gurman. Jordan Manaw, son of Nathan and Kendra Manaw. Garrett Savick, son of Teresa Savick. Luke Schrader, son of John and Lori Schrader. Kristen Simmering, son of Jeremy and Donna Simmering. And lastly, Nate Smock, son of John and Kim Smock. Those are the juniors on this year's Cozad Haymaker football team. And now finally, folks, the senior class from this year's 2016 Cozad Haymaker football team. I'm going to introduce them along with their parents as they escort them over. First we have Zeke Durr, son of Darren and Jake Durr. Devin Favinger, son of Dana and Dina Favinger. Robert Fisher, son of Corrine Jeffries. Luke Gingenbaugh, son of Derek and Lisa Gingenbaugh. Clint Gill, son of Kevin and Shelley Gill. Cameron Griffiths, son of Steve and Julie Griffiths. Brandon Junker, son of Keith and Deb Junker. Matt Manaw, son of Nathan and Kendra Manaw. Blake Osborne, son of Craig and Ann Osborne. Reese Peden, son of Kelly and Kim Peden. And finally, Ben Wojcikovic, son of Pat and Megan Wojcikovic. These are your seniors. Give them a special hand. They've shown great leadership all season long. They've been indispensable on this team, and it's been great to watch them play all season long. Those are your seniors on the 2016 Cozad Haymaker football team.
If you need to switch and go to the
And a great big thank you to all the parents who've done so much to support this team through the years. Enjoy this last game tonight. There you go, folks. That's your Cozad Haymaker Marching Band. It's been great to watch them perform for us.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Gordon-Rushville Mustang football broadcast here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. Glad to have you along with us this evening. As you can see on your screen, 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go before the opening kickoff between the Cozad Haymakers and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Say thanks to fine sponsors of today's action as we made the long road trip today, and that is directly attributable to these fine folks. These sponsors have made it possible for us to go all over the Panhandle this fall. The First National Bank of Gordon, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Hins Home Furnishings, Accountant Carol Child, CPAs Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan, Barb Share Real Estate, Gordon Chiropractic, the Bank of the West, the Gordon Vision Center, Hins Clothing, Grocery Mart, Essence, Sides in Milburn Ford, Modern Farm Equipment, and of course, the Sheridan County Journal-Star, your source for all the news that is news in Sheridan County. As we take a look at the matchups between these two teams, The Mustangs coming into tonight's game with a season record of 4 wins and 4 losses. They take on the Cozad Haymakers tonight. As we look at Cozad's record, it stands at 2 wins and 6 losses. I'm getting ahead of myself. They dropped the opener to Chase County by a score of 7-6. That was a very close game. And you'll recall that the Mustangs fell 14-0 to Chase County, so a 1-point loss to Chase County for these Haymakers. They then went on the road to Chadron and defeated the Chadron Cardinals 38-26. They lost by another 7-6 score to Adams Central before losing to Ogallala and to Kearney Catholic. They defeated the Minden Whippets, and then they have lost to Gothenburg and to Broken Bow. The Mustangs, as we switch gears here on our internet, the Mustangs, as you will remember, opened up the season against an outstanding Valentine team who now has a record of 7-1 in Class C2. Mustangs were shut out 19-0 that night. Then they went on a 4-game win streak. They defeated Kimball, Bridgeport, Bennett County, South Dakota, and Mitchell, and that put them at a 4-1 record before they dropped their last 3 at Chase County, at Chadron, and Ogallala at home last week. So the Mustangs with a chance to put themselves in position for a winning record to finish the season, hoping to finish at 5-4 if they can pull off the victory here this evening against the Cozad Haymakers. Both teams now taking the field. The Mustangs on the north end zone, as you see, and they'll be in the white jerseys, gray pants, and the matte gray helmets as they are the visitors. Cozad will be in all black this evening, and it is a gorgeous evening here in Cozad. Not a breath of wind as we broadcast from high atop Haymakers Stadium. Not a breath of wind, and right at 70 degrees at game time, and you really cannot ask for anything more in late October in Nebraska. Going to be a great night for football. I'm certainly glad to have you along with us this evening. We will step aside for a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. 3 minutes and 35 seconds before the opening kick between the Mustangs and the Haymakers.
To be at the top of your game, you must work hard. Aim high. Unlock your full potential. Be prepared. Give it everything. Strength is driven by passion, and you are powerful beyond imagination. Get to work. Work with the seasons, and never stop going.
Performed by the Cozad Haymaker Band under the direction of Mr. Mark Messner.
is the national anthem. My apologies to Modern Farmers. We cut their commercial short. We weren't quite ready for things quite that quickly, but we're going to be ready for football action here momentarily between the Mustangs and the Haymakers. So both teams on the field now. The Mustangs in the north end zone ready to take the field. I am Clint Anderson, along with my lovely assistant this evening, Gene Anderson, running the camera for us tonight. And we're ready for a fun finale of football. The final game of the season for both of these teams. As you can see on your screen there, the Mustangs at 4-4, the Cozad Haymakers at 2-6. Both of these teams bitten heavily by the injury bug as they've gone through the season, and that certainly changes the dynamic of your football team, as both of them had found out this season. I missed the coin toss earlier, but it looks like Cozad is setting up to receive the football. That will mean that the Mustangs will be kicking off, and the Mustangs will be moving from left to right. So bear with us as we try to get the best camera angle for you that we possibly can here. The sun going down directly behind us. The shadows creeping out onto the field. As I said a minute ago, not a breath of wind here. It is a gorgeous night down here in Cozad. Jared Nelson has it teed up and ready to put this one into play. Nelson puts foot to leather. We'll try and get that right. Bounces at the 20, fielded at the 15. Mustangs surround him. He breaks through, and he'll be brought down at the 25-yard line. And Cozad will take over there. So 1st and 10 for the Cozad Haymakers. They'll take over on their own 25-yard line to start the first drive. And away we go. Cozad in the all-black uniforms. And they will come out in an I formation. This is Clint Gill, number 23, under center. One wide out to the near side. The give is to the tailback. He's around the right side and down after a gain of about 6 yards. That's Cameron Griffiths on the carry, 180-pound senior. They give him about 6 yards on the play, so 2nd down and 4 for the Haymakers. They go back to the I formation. Tight slot to the left side. Handoff to Griffiths again. Breaks through a couple of Mustang tackles, and he's going to have a 1st down out across the 42-yard line. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for Cozad. Cozad setting the tone early. 2 running plays and a 1st down. Fresh set of downs from the 41. Now 2 wides to the right side this time, still out of the eye. Give to Griffiths right straight up the middle, and that's going to be good for about 5 yards. They mark it at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4, so 2nd down and 6. It's been everything on the ground so far for Cozad. You're fine where you're at. Trying to make sure we get the best camera angle we can. Here's Griffiths again, and a flag comes in. He's near 1st down yardage, but we got a yellow hanky on the field, laying at about the 48-yard line. And the call is going to be holding against Cozad. That'll wipe out the good gain and cost him 10 yards. So that'll make it about 2nd down and 2:13 to go after they mark off the penalty. So Cozad, for the first time tonight, will be behind the sticks. 2nd and long. I formation, 2 wides to the far side. Gill turns, boots to the right, throws a pass out there at the sideline, incomplete. Intended that time for Jordan Manaw. Incomplete, 3rd down and 13. The Mustang defense trying to get off the field here. 10:08 left to go in this opening quarter. And this is the maiden voyage for Jean on behind the camera, so bear with her as she gets the focus and everything figured out here. 4 wides this time for Cozad. Little draw play to Griffiths. Mustangs are all over it. They're going to gain about 2, but it'll bring up 4th down and about 11 to go. And so the Mustang defense stands tall, and they'll force a Cozad punt. 9:50 and the clock runs in the first quarter. Brandon Reeves and Jared Nelson back deep for the Mustangs. Now a late substitution by Cozad on their offensive line on this punt team unit. The kick is away. A high, short kick. Nelson calls for a fair catch, and then he is run into, and that'll be kick-catch interference. He was still 5 yards away from the football when he got knocked to the ground. And so that'll set the Mustangs up in good field position. 9:16 left to go in this first quarter. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10 after they mark off this penalty. It's taken them some time to sort this out. It is kick-catch interference. Flag thrown at about the 32-yard line. And so, we got to update the score sheet here. The Mustangs will take over. They'll have great field position to start their first drive. They've got it at their own 47-yard line. 9:16 to go in the first quarter. Campbell comes in motion. They'll give it to him. He'll try off the right tackle for a little gain there. He'll have a yard, maybe 2. I think he's going to be just shy of the 50-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down and a long 8 yards to go. So the Mustangs come to the line. Talon Pieper is the right wing. Corby Campbell the left wing. Tommy Bragg is the fullback. They give it to Pieper, trying to get to the left side, and that's blown up in the backfield. A loss on the play. Cozad was ready for that one. They got good defensive penetration that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down and long for Gordon-Rushville. They mark it all the way back to the 44-yard line. That'll make it 3rd down and about 15 yards to go. It's a whole bundle. Mustangs need the 42 of Cozad. So they'll move Corby Campbell out into the slot on the right side along with Pieper. Carson Hinn has his pass intercepted. Intercepted inside the 30-25 and down to the 20-yard line, as that was an ill-advised throw by Carson Hinn. Intercepted, and Cozad set up in great shape here. 7 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And so Cozad set up 1st and 10 at the Mustang 20-yard line. The turn, the give, and then stocked up for maybe a yard on the play. The Mustang defense was ready that time. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. 7:30 left to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9 for Cozad. They've worked out of the eye all night. Now they've got double tight ends. Stretch play right side to Griffiths. Talon Pieper is there. He breaks free. The Mustangs string it out, and it's going to be a loss on the play as he's gang tackled over against the sideline. They're going to lose about 5 yards on that play. And they mark him at the 23-yard line. So they'll lose 4 yards on that play, and it will bring up 3rd down and about 13 to go. So the Mustang defense did a great job of stretching that one out. And so Cozad now facing a 3rd and long. 2 wides to the left side. Offset eye behind Gill. Turns. Now he's going to boot to the left. Throws a pass out there. It is complete. Inside the 10, the 5, and a touchdown for Cozad. Cozad draws first blood. 7:05 left to go in the first quarter. And they are on the board first. That was Jordan Manaw on the catch. And he took it in from 23 yards out for the touchdown. So now Cozad will line up for the PAT. The snap is rolled back. Mustangs all over that one. They've blocked that one easily after the bad snap. So the score will hold at 6-0. Cozad on the board first. They lead it 6-0 with 7:05 to go in the first quarter.
Summer is still here. Make the most of it with this brand new 2017 Ford Mustang convertible at Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. This Mustang features the EcoBoost Premium Package with leather interior and My Ford Touch. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford on Highway 20 in Rushville to take a look at this great car. Call Chris or Jared at 308-327-2472 or visit sidesofmilburn.com. Sides of Milburn is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs.
So Nelson and Reeves back deep to take the kickoff. Cozad has it set up at the 40. The kick is away. A low line drive kick fielded by Reeves at the 6. Up the field, now moves to his left. He's got some room to run. Brandon Reeves breaks through. He's out across the 35-yard line. Great return that time by Brandon Reeves. And he'll set the Mustangs up in good shape here. 1st and 10 at their own. See where they mark it here. Call it about the 30. Well, they haven't set it down here. Call it the 37-yard line of the Mustangs. So 6:56 to go first quarter. Mustangs with their second offensive possession after the interception by Carson Hinn. 1 wide to each side. Campbell comes in motion this time. The give is to Bragg right up the middle. He's going to have about 3 yards. They'll mark him down at the 39-yard line. And second down and about 8. They give him 2 yards on the carry is all. So Sean Combs, the wide out to the right side this time. Campbell in motion again. They give it to Campbell. Coming around the right side. Tries to get to the corner. He does. Breaks a tackle. He's out across the 50, and he's got a first down. The Mustangs with their first down of the game. That'll put them into Cozad Haymaker territory, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Cozad 48-yard line. They're able to get the edge that time. A good block by Sean Combs on the edge to spring Corby Campbell, and then he was able to use his speed to get out around the corner and get the first down. So 1st and 10 from the 48. Pieper comes in motion this time. Hinn tried to throw that, couldn't get it away. Now he tries to throw that away, and are they going to say intentional grounding as he was trying to do anything to get rid of that football. It's going to be a big loss on the play. Back across midfield at about the 41-yard line of the Mustangs. So Carson had a man, but he couldn't get it over top of the big old defensive lineman that it was in his face, and ends up taking the intentional grounding penalty. That's a loss of down, so it'll be second down. All the way back at the Mustang 36-yard line is where they spot this. From the Mustang 36, so it'll be second down and 20-something. It's a bunch. So Carson will work from the pistol this time. 3 wides to the right side. Swing pass to the right, complete to Nelson. Nelson's got a little bit of an alley. He's got room to run. Down the sideline, 30 and out of bounds. Inside the 35, inside the 30, all the way down to the 27-yard line. Nice play that time by Jared Nelson as he took that Carson Hinn pass, got a block and streaked down the near sideline. And the Mustangs quickly out of the big hole, back to a 1st and 10. They've got it at the 27-yard line of Cozad. 5:59 to go in this first quarter. Nelson split out to the near side this time. Combs to the far side. Pieper comes in motion. The give is to Bragg right up the middle. Couple of tough yards there before he's gang tackled by the Haymakers. And it'll be second down. So nothing coming easy on offense tonight for Gordon-Rushville. A second down and 9. 5:35 to go, first quarter. Mustangs not in a big hurry. They finally break the huddle. Hood wide to the left along with Pieper and Campbell. Swing pass back to Hood, and that's a backwards pass, and that's going to be a Cozad Haymaker first down. So 2 turnovers for the Mustangs in their first 2 possessions. 5:07 left to go in the first quarter, and Cozad takes over at their own 32-yard line. Cozad back out of the eye, turn, the give to the tailback, a gain of about 3 yards on the play. As that's Griffiths again on the carry. So he's been the workhorse so far tonight for Cozad. Gain of about 3 yards, second down and 7 now. Under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. They don't change it up very much on offensive sets here as Griffiths again, but he's stopped for no gain on the play. And Cozad likes that I formation. And it's third down and 7. And Griffith's going to come out of the game now. Third down and 7 with the ball at the 36-yard line. I formation again, 2 wides to the left side. Bootleg to the right. Campbell giving chase. Campbell is going to get a hold of a shoelace and bring down the quarterback Gill for a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. A loss of about a yard. I think they're going to mark him right on the 35-yard line. So a good play by Corby Campbell that time to track the play down from the backside and force another Cozad Haymaker punt. Jared Nelson to the near side. Brandon Reeves to the far side, back to receive this punt for the Mustangs. They stand at their own 30-yard line. Kick is away. Nice spiral this time. Nelson calls for the fair catch and makes it at about the 34, 33-yard line. And the Mustangs get the defensive stop and ready to go back to work on offense. They spot this between the 33 and 34-yard line. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in this first quarter. The Mustangs will give it a mighty try to not turn the football over for the third time in 3 possessions. Wideouts to each side for Carson Hinn. He gives it off to Pieper. Gets out on that left edge, and he's going to have about 5 yards on the play. They're going to give him about 6. Good gain on the play. So second down for the Mustangs. With the ball at the 37-yard line. Campbell in motion. Hinn wants to boot out there. Pressure again. Throws it to Campbell. It's complete. Wrestles the football away and works his way forward. He's going to be near the first down yardage needed. No, he's not. He's about 5 yards short. Looking at the wrong stick on the far side. My apologies. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up third down. Call it third down and 4. They've got the 39-yard line. They need the, well, it's about 5. They need the 34-yard line. Hood splits out wide to the left. Pieper goes out there as well with Campbell. Out of the pistol. Hinn boots. Now he's going to give it off on a draw play to Bragg, and that's not going anywhere. Stacked up immediately. May have even lost a couple of yards on that one. And the Mustangs will have to punt. 1:43, clock runs. And this will be Andrew Higgins in to punt for the Mustangs. Low snap, but he scoops it up and kicks it away, end over end kick. And that's going to be taken at the 30-yard line and up across midfield. Good return and out of bounds in Mustang territory. Cozad set up in great field position here. They're going to spot it at about the 42-yard line of the Mustangs with 1:18 left to go in the first quarter. Those shadows really creeping in there as Cozad takes over. They give it to the I-back. That's Griffiths. The Mustangs have that one strung out, stacked up, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 2 yards. So second down and 8 now for Cozad. And my camera person wondering why she signed on for camera duty. Doing a fine job. It's a thankless job for sure. Second down and 8. They work from the eye, wide out to the near side. And a false start is going to be called on Cozad. And that'll cost them 5 yards. First penalty, or second penalty of the game on Cozad. That'll move the ball back to the 45-yard line. And it'll be about second down and a long 12. Under 30 seconds in the first quarter. 3 wides to the wide side of the field. Gill works out of the pistol. Drops straight back to pass. Steps up. Throws that down the left side. He's got a man there and overthrew him. He had a man open. Had a step on Jared Nelson, but just a little too far on the pass. Falls incomplete with 16 seconds left in the first quarter, and it brings up third down and about 12. So third and 12 from the Mustang 45. And they'll go to this pistol set again. One back in the backfield with the quarterback. Drops straight back. Goes straight down the middle. That's complete. And that'll be a first down to the Mustang 20-yard line. Number 13 strikes again, as that's Jordan Manaugh. He's got 3 receptions on the night, including the touchdown. And Cozad with the first down. Ran right straight up the seam, and that was an easy throw for Gill. And the completion and the first down. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Cozad leads the Mustangs 6-0 here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. We get ready to start the second quarter. Cozad has the football at the Mustang 22-yard line, 1st and 10. They give it to Griffiths. That's not Griffiths, excuse me. He's brought down for a loss on the play. Try to get an idea who that is. That's number 32. That's Connor Westcoat, the freshman. He's brought down for a loss on the play of about a half a yard. 2nd down, and call it 11 for Cozad. Mustangs need to make sure they know where number 13 is at all the time. He's lined up in the slot to the near side as Cozad works out of the pistol. Now he comes in motion. They give it to him on the fly sweep, trying to get to the left edge, and he's going to have a few yards out there. Corby Campbell trying to set that edge and string that play out, and they're going to gain about 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They spot it at the 17-yard line is where they've got it spotted, so it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Cozad. Just underway in the second quarter on an absolutely picture-perfect night from Cozad. One wide out to each side. I formation behind Gill. The turn. He's going to boot to his right, throws the pass out there. That is complete down near the 5-yard line, and that'll set the Haymakers up with a 1st and goal. A 1st and goal now from the 6-yard line for Cozad. They are knocking on the door again. They lead it 6-0. And we've got a timeout called by Cozad. 11:04 left to go in the second quarter. Timeout called by Cozad. Gives us an opportunity to tell you about a few of our fantastic sponsors. Essence has the perfect thing for your active Mustang, and that is the Mustang Power Pack. Stop in or call Amber to find out more. Essence also offers wine, flowers, gift items, and much more. Stop in and find them at 117 North Main Street in Gordon. And stop in to Grocery Mart at 228 North Main Street in Gordon for great food and more, as well as a friendly hometown atmosphere. Come enjoy big savings this weekend, including shoulder roast for $2.89 a pound, pork chops for $1.59 a pound, butter kernel vegetables only 59 cents each, and a whole lot more. See it all in this week's flyer in the Sheridan County Journal-Star. Grocery Mart is your home-owned grocery store. So out of the timeout, Cozad has it 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Back to that I formation. Gill under center. Turns. Gives to the I back, and he's going to fight his way inside the 5. He's going to be brought down at about the 2, maybe the 1-yard line, as that's Griffiths with a good, tough run. They've got it spotted at about the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 2 for Cozad. They'll go with the 2 tight end look this time. The big set. I formation. The turn, the give to Griffiths right straight up the middle, and he's got the touchdown. So Cozad out in front by 2 scores. Makes it 12-0 with 10:26 to go in the second quarter. They'll line up for the PAT. This snap is better, and they're going to run a fake. Pass to the end zone, wide open is Manaw, and that 2-point conversion is good, makes it 14-0. So the Mustangs find themselves in a hole early in the second quarter. They trail it 14-0. And don't forget our final regular season volleyball match of the year will be a triangular. The Mustangs will travel to Bridgeport, where they will face off against the Bridgeport Bulldogs and the Mitchell Tigers in a triangular. Check the website for the start time on that. Usually those get underway somewhere in that 4 o'clock hour, but check the website for the actual start time to be sure. So Cozad out in front, 14-0 over the Mustangs. They've got it teed up and ready to kick it away. Reeves to the far side, Nelson to the near side, both standing at their own 10-yard line. High spinning kick, this will be Nelson at his 5. He's to the 10, to the 15, running to his right. He's to the 20, and cut down at about the 23-yard line, where the Mustangs will take over. So 10 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Mustangs have it 1st down and 10. They need to find some offense here. Shot themselves in the foot with turnovers on their first 2 possessions, and then a punt on their 3rd possession. Pieper comes in motion as they give it to him coming around the left side. He's got the 25, the 30, and that's where he is brought down after a gain of about 6 or 7 yards. A good gain on 1st down by Talon Pieper. So 2nd down and 3 for the Mustangs. Carson Hinn under center for the Mustangs with the injury to Logan Belsky at the quarterback position. So Carson with just his 3rd start of the season. Turns, he'll give this off to Corby Campbell right straight up the middle, and he's going to be maybe a half a yard short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and inches. And the officials are going to take a timeout. They think it's closer than what I did, and they're going to bring the chains in and measure this. 9:32 to go, second quarter. And the Mustangs with an interception on their first drive, as this one's going to be about 6 inches short is all. An interception on the first drive that resulted in a Cozad touchdown, and then a backwards pass and the fumble recovery on their next possession. Cozad forced a punt there. Mustangs then followed with a punt, and then Cozad with the touchdown drive from the Mustangs 42. So the Mustangs, 3rd down and 6 inches. Carson Hinn with the quarterback keeper. He should have 1st down yardage there. And not a good spot as they moved it back, but they will say, yes, it is a 1st down. So they moved the chains and a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. And they needed that one. They'll wind the clock, 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second quarter. Nelson wide to the left. Hood wide to the right. Hinn turns, gives it off to Campbell, trying that right side. Cuts it upfield. He's got about 5, or he's brought down at about the 38-yard line. Call it 5 yards. Second down and 5 for the Mustangs. Good first down yardage by Corby Campbell. And back to that double wing formation. Campbell in motion. Drops back to pass, swing pass to Campbell, scoops it up, makes a move inside, and that's going to be good for a gain of about 2 as he's brought down just across the 40-yard line. And it'll bring up third down and about 3 yards to go. Third and 3 for the Mustangs, ball at their just across their own 40. And now just a couple of slivers of sunlight still out on the field. Most of it in shade now as the sun sets behind us. Third down and 3, Pieper in motion. They give it to him. Jumps over a tackler, and then he is brought down for a loss of about a yard on the play. The defense was able to get into the backfield and disrupt the timing on that. Talon tried to hurdle one defender, but then tackled by a host of Haymakers. And it brings up fourth down and 4. Mustangs are going to have to punt this away again. .7:05 to go in the second quarter. Higgins gets the snap, and that one is nearly blocked. Low punt. It's going to roll inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line of Cozad. So 6 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in this second quarter. And the Mustangs find themselves in need of another defensive stand. Cozad takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. The 2 times that they have scored, they've done it with a very short field. So they work from the eye again. 2 wides to the short side of the field. They give it to the fullback this time. He's got room to run. Spinning ahead, he's going to have a first down out across the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. They give it to the fullback that time, and he busts through for a first down. The temperature starting to drop pretty rapidly as that sun is sinking below the western horizon. 2 wides to the left side this time. Gill under center. They give it to the fullback again this time. The Mustangs weren't going to fall for that twice. Gain of about a yard is all. Well, they're going to say that Gill kept it himself. Either way, it was a gain of only about a yard. The second down and 9. 6:10 to go, second quarter. Offset eye this time. Gill under center. He's going to keep it, trying to get to the left side, trying to get to the corner. Quarterback keeper all the way and drug out of bounds by Sean Combs after a gain of about 2 yards. So good defense that time by the Mustangs. Makes it third down and about 6. They'll spot the ball into Mustang territory at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 6 for Cozad. Two wides to each side. Gill works out of the pistol. Takes the snap, drops straight back. Now he's under pressure and going to be brought down for a sack on the play by the Mustangs. And the Mustang defense stands tall that time. It'll be 4th down and about 10 yards on the play after the big loss. Several Mustangs in there. So they mark it at the 49-yard line. 4th down and 9. Reeves and Nelson back deep for the Mustangs. They stand at their own 15-yard line. High snap this time. But the kick is away. High, short kick coming to the near side. Shanked that one badly. It's going to be out of bounds at the 30-yard line of the Mustangs roughly as they mark this one off. Call it the 31-yard line. So the Mustangs get the defensive stop that they needed. So 5:01 left to go in the second quarter, and the Mustangs with another chance on offense. Combs the wide out to the near side this time. Campbell comes in motion. They give it to Bragg right straight up the middle. Dragging a tackler with him. He's got about 6 yards on the play. Hard to run with a gorilla on your back. He didn't get much after the Haymaker got a hold of him. They give him a gain of about 5 yards on the play, but it's good yardage on 1st down. It's been 2nd down that's been the Mustangs' downfall so far here in this first half. 4:30 to go in the second quarter. Campbell in motion. They give it to him. He's going to try to get to the right edge, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of about 6 on the play. Somebody got in there and got a hold of him by the ankles, wouldn't let go, all the way back to the 30-yard line. And now it'll be 3rd down and 11. Cozad has done a great job of limiting this Mustang attack in the first half. Three wides to the near side. Hinn backwards pass to Hood. He throws it downfield and overthrows Campbell. Corby Campbell was wide open. A little too much adrenaline behind that one. Corby had some room to run and a blocker in front of him, but they couldn't connect on the pass, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a nice try that time, but the execution was lacking. 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go second quarter, and the Mustangs are going to have to punt it away again. Higgins end over end kick taken at the 40-yard line, and he muffed it. And did Reeves get on it? Brandon Reeves was right there. And they're going to say that Cozad got the football back. That is extremely lucky for Cozad. After the muffed punt, they'll have it at their own 39-yard line. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in this second quarter. So Cozad, 1st and 10 from their own 39. And now a man in motion. Toss play on the fly sweep. That's going to be good for about 7 yards. Out across the 45. That's Manaw on the carry. They'll mark him at the 45-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about 6. So 2nd down and 4. 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Second down and 4. Mustangs jumping around on that defensive line. They're going to run the same play coming to the right side, but this time somebody got a head start on things, and it's going to be a false start on Cozad. That'll cost them 5 yards. That's the second time tonight they've run the same play on back-to-back plays. But a false start's going to cost them 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 3:16 to go in the second quarter. They'll run that same play again, coming to the near side. And Manaw cuts it back, and he has got nothing but green. He finally tripped up, though, by Brandon Reeves, but not until he gets to the Mustang 29-yard line. 1st and 10, Cozad. Haymakers saw something they liked with that play design. They were bound and determined to run that play, and it certainly worked. They've got a 1st and 10 in Mustang territory at the 29-yard line with 3:02 to go. They'll work out of the pistol. Nope, that's the eye. Gill under center. Turns, gives to the fullback. Room to run, cuts to his left. Works his way up the field for a good 11 yards and another Cozad 1st down. Cozad now really finding some offensive rhythm. And they've got it 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line of the Mustangs. Gill goes under center. And he's going to run an option play to the right side. Bagan had a hold of him. Now he's going to get back on top of him and bring him down for a loss on the play. He was able to spin away from Trace, but he stuck with the play, got up and brought him down for a loss of about 2 on the play. 2:13, clock runs in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down and about 12 yards to go. The ball at the 21. 3 wides to the left side. Manaw in the slot. 1 wide out to the right side. Gill in the pistol. Boots to his left side. Throws the pass complete and brought down inside the 15, short of the 1st down marker. At about the 13-yard line is where they're going to spot him. So it'll be 2nd down. Should be 3rd down. They didn't change the marker yet. 3rd down and about 5 to go. 1:28 to go, and the clock rolls. Cozad not in any hurry here. 2 wides to the right side. Gill gives to the fullback. He's got the 10-yard line and then stacked up. Going to be very close. I don't think from the spot that he's got 1st down yardage. They say it is short. 4th down. 4th down and less than 1. Clock under a minute now at 55 seconds and running. Oh, 4th and a yard, they'll say. They spot it just across the 10. They'll go back to the I formation. The give is to the fullback. He's got the 1st down, but not by much. That will move the chains with 34 seconds to go in the half. He got just enough to get the 1st down. And so it'll be 1st and goal for Cozad with the ball at the 8-yard line. Cozad with 2 timeouts. And now the clock runs again. 27 seconds. Manaw in the slot to the left side this time. Offset eye behind Gill. Gill turns. Boots to his left. Throws the pass. It is complete to Manaw. No, incomplete. He had it in his hands but couldn't squeeze it. One of the Mustang defenders got in there and ripped the ball out of his hands before he could complete the catch. 14.5 seconds left to go in the half. It'll be 2nd down and goal. So good defense that time. Manaw certainly the go-to receiver for Gill. And Cozad still with timeouts to use. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. They'll work from the pistol again. Gill steps back, throws the pass. That is complete for a touchdown. Found that slot receiver on the right side into the end zone. As that is number 14, Benjamin Watovic, in for the touchdown. makes it 20-0. Just 11 seconds left to go in the half. They'll line up and go for two. Gill under center, turns. Now he's going to try and throw that. He's got a man wide open in the end zone, and that's good for the 2-point conversion. That makes it 22-0. So the Mustangs in a big hole as they head to the half, down 22-0. 11 seconds left to go in the half. The Mustangs have just had all kinds of difficulty moving the football in this first half. They've played well on defense for the most part, but the longest drive of the night given up by the Mustangs, as that was the first Haymaker drive that started in their own territory, started at their own 39. That'd be a 61-yard touchdown drive for Cozad. Extends the lead to 22-0. So Nelson and Reeves stand at their own 10-yard line. And the kick is a low squib kick, and that's covered, kind of covered, finally gathered back up by the Mustangs at their 33-yard line. 8.5 seconds left to go in the half. The Mustangs really hurt themselves early with the 2 turnovers on their first 2 drives, really stopped them from getting any offensive momentum going. Cozad took advantage. So the Mustangs with time for 1 play before the half. Carson Hinn back in the pistol, stands at his 30-yard line, calls for the snap, drops back. Now he's going to be chased and brought down for a sack on the play inside the 25-yard line, and that will end the first half. Carson not having much of an opportunity to throw the football tonight, as Cozad has done an outstanding job of getting into the backfield and pressuring him all night long. At the half, it is Cozad 22 and Gordon-Rushville 0.
Summer is still here. Make the most of it with this brand new 2017 Ford Mustang convertible at Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. This Mustang features the EcoBoost Premium Package with leather interior and My Ford Touch. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford on Highway 20 in Rushville to take a look at this great car. Call Chris or Jared at 308-327-2472 or visit sidesofmilburn.com. Sides of Milburn is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs.
And we've got a whole bunch of little dancers at halftime for entertainment. As we were setting up, the high school dance coach was telling us that they had a whole bunch of these little gals coming out to do a halftime show. And we'll bring you the video of that. We won't be able to bring you the audio, as copyrighted music causes pop-ups to show up on your broadcast. We know that you don't want that. And so we will have to mute this for the sound part, but you'll be able to get the full effect of the dancing part of this whole deal.
Preparing these routines for your enjoyment here tonight. We're going to begin with our first and second graders as they perform to Me Too. smile. Take a bow, ladies. Those are your first and second graders. Very, very well done. Next, we're going to present the third and fawn.
I'll bring your change and I'll go over to
So good halftime entertainment provided by Cozad's first, second, third, and fourth graders there. Always fun to see young kids out there performing at halftime. 6 minutes and 5 seconds on the preliminary clock. Then they'll add another 3 minutes, which means that we are 9 minutes away from the start of the second half. And folks, if you are looking for a like-new truck, this is the one. This is a 2012 F-150 Crew Cab, four-wheel drive. It's got the XLT package, power driver's seat, 5.5-foot box. It's got a 5-liter V8 engine in it, and it's only got 52,000 miles on it. This is quite an outfit. It's got a trailer tow package, 18-inch chrome wheels, and running boards. You can own this truck tomorrow for $25,950. Call Chris Heiser or Jared Jansen to set up an appointment to see this great truck. Call 308-327-2472 or sidesinmilburn.com. Don't forget, Sides in Milburn is open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to noon. So time to go down there tomorrow morning, buy this truck, and be ready for the Husker game tomorrow afternoon. You can see the clock there winding down. Once that expires, they'll put 3 more minutes on it. So plenty of time to get your halftime refreshments out of the refrigerator and be ready to go for the second half. We will step aside and be back with more halftime entertainment after a word from our fine sponsors. About 3 minutes left in the halftime break. Mustangs trail 22-0 to the Cozad Haymakers. The First National Bank in Gordon proudly celebrates over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Ask them about their competitive student checking accounts at the First National Bank in Gordon. Did you know that Strong Insurance is your independent insurance agency? They represent a variety of insurance companies, and they sell the products that most appropriately meet the needs of their clients. As an independent agent, they review many quotes and they offer their clients the best policy options available. They don't work for any one insurance company, they work for you. And folks, fall is officially here, and there is a lot to be done around your home and your yard. Gordon True Value has great deals on everything you need to get your home and yard ready for fall and winter during the Dollar Days sale going on now through October 25th. Come and see Buck and the gang at 217 North Main Street in Gordon. And don't forget, they are open 7 days a week. Hins Home Furnishings invites you to come and see their completely remodeled store. New items are arriving daily, and they have a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and much more. And if you don't see it, they can get it for you. They also offer free local delivery. Remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. Accountant Carol Child is your one-stop resource for all of your accounting and tax needs and much more. Give her a call at 282-0842 or stop by her office at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. It pays to have an accountant on your side. Go Mustangs! And the certified public accounting firm of Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan wishes good luck to the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Visit with Sarah Ritgarn. She is a CPA in the Gordon office at 106 North Main Street, or call 282-1295 for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Go Mustangs! Are you looking for a home in the area? Barb Scher has a great 4-bedroom, 2-bath home on a big lot in Gordon with a great garage and a privacy-fenced backyard. This thing is located at 229 North Sheridan Street, and it can be yours for only $95,000. Give Barb a call at 282-1516, and she will take great care of you. You can browse her current listings on her website, scherrealestate.com. That's SCHAER realestate.com. And because quality of life means everything, Gordon Chiropractic is dedicated to your wellness. They offer solutions for all aspects of your health, including acupuncture and nutrition, as well as professional chiropractic care and soft tissue rehabilitation for sports and job-related injuries. Come see how Dr. John Friesman can help you live a better, healthier life starting today. And come bank with the best. The Bank of the West offers all banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy their welcoming atmosphere. And you know the coffee pot is always on at Bank of the West at 205 North Main Street in Gordon. And come see the professional staff at Gordon Vision Center for all of your vision needs. Whether you need a routine checkup or you're not seeing as well as you used to, they can get you back to 20/20 in no time at all at the Gordon Vision Center. And are you looking for some warmer clothes? Check out the great selection of sale items now at Hins Clothing in Gordon. They also have a great selection of sportswear, casual wear, jeans, shoes, and much more. Come to Hins Clothing Center at 208 North Main Street in Gordon. We are ready for the second half kickoff. Mustangs will get the football, and they need to do something with it. They trail 22-0 as we start this third quarter. Not a cloud in the sky. Gorgeous evening for football. Third quarter is underway. Spinning kick taken at the 10 by Jared Nelson. He's to the 15, cuts back to his left to the 20, 25, 30, and down across the 35-yard line, or 30-yard line, out to the 32. Good return that time by Jared Nelson. The Mustangs, one thing that they have done well tonight is return the football on the kickoff. They've had several tries at it. So they start at their own 32-yard line to get this third quarter underway. And one thing the Mustangs have been good at this season is making second half adjustments. We'll see what they come up with here, as they need 3 touchdowns to catch up with the Haymakers. They give it off to Tommy Bragg right up inside. And that's going to be good for 5 or 6 yards. Good, tough run that time by Tommy Bragg. Plows his way across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. And it will be 2nd down and about 5 to go. Just underway in the 3rd quarter. We got a big group of folks on here this evening. That's always fun to have people online, and I know we've got some Cozad folks as well. Welcome you on to the broadcast here. Tommy Bragg again right up the middle, spins ahead for another 5 yards. He's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 2. So Tommy Bragg getting a lot of work on this first series of the 2nd half. Campbell comes in motion. They'll toss it out there to him on a swing pass. Nice one-handed catch. Corby Campbell reached out and snagged that, hauled it in, and got the 1st down. Great hands that time by Corby. That ball was on him in a hurry and was able to snag it. Fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. They've got it 1st and 10 out at their own 44-yard line. Nelson comes wide to the near side. Pieper comes in motion. Carson drops back, swing pass to Pieper. He's got room to run. 45, 50, 45, 40, and out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That is a great gain by Talon Pieper. That'll move the sticks, no flags. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Well into Cozad territory at the 36. So the Mustang offense showing signs of life early in the 3rd quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Ball between the 36 and 37-yard line. Campbell comes in motion. Hinn under center. Gives it to Bragg. Up the middle. That's going to be good for about 3 yards. So the Mustangs are going to make the Haymakers play honest up the middle and see if they can use that to open up the outside game. They'll spot that ball inside the 35-yard line at about the 34. And it'll bring up 2nd down and about 7. Trace Bagan now at wide out on the near side. They'll give it to Bragg again, but flags come down. False start on the Mustangs. And Gordon-Rushville has done a fairly good job of playing penalty-free football in the 1st half. But that penalty is going to cost them 5 yards. So call it 2nd down and 12. They spot the ball at the 39-yard line, or the 39-yard line. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. Mustangs on the move. Pieper comes in motion. They'll try to get it to him. Carson going to tuck it and run. He's got room. Spins and finally going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Looked like it was going to be a lot more room to run than it actually was. They're going to spot him all the way back at the 37-yard line. So he picked up about 4 on the play, but it'll bring up 3rd down and 10. So 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. Doubt that they're in much mood to punt, so they probably are going to have 4 downs to get this. Corby Campbell right straight up the middle, cuts it to the left, and he's down inside the 30-yard line. That's going to be short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. But it'll be 4th down and about 2. So 4th and 2 for the Mustangs. Clock under 8:30 in this 3rd quarter. The play comes in from the sideline. Hood splits out wide to the right, Combs wide to the left. This is Jarrett Pieper at fullback now, and they give it off to Pieper coming around the left side, and he's going to have the 1st down. They ran that little counter play to perfection, and Talon Pieper gets the first down. He got the corner and got enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 Mustangs. And they've got it at the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10 Mustangs. Bragg back in there at fullback this time. Carson Hinn under pressure, slides away, throws it down deep, and he had Jared Nelson, but he threw it to his outside shoulder. It's incomplete. Double coverage on Nelson that time. If the ball was placed perfectly, he could have caught it, but it was just over his outside shoulder and got him turned around. It falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Hinn under center, takes the snap. He'll give it off to Campbell, trying to get to the corner on the right side. He's got the 20 and ahead to about the 18-yard line. So a good gain that time on 2nd down. Bring up 3rd down and about 3. Call it 3rd and 2 for the Mustangs. 7:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. This has been a good drive. Mustangs with the opening possession of the 3rd quarter. Pieper comes in motion, and they give it straight ahead to Tommy Bragg. He's got the first down near the 10-yard line. Now that misdirection starting to take a hold for the Mustangs, and they've got it 1st down. 1st down at about the 11 or 12-yard line. So 1st and 10 Mustangs, 6:45 to go, 3rd quarter, knocking on the door. Their best scoring opportunity of the night. Hinn boots to his left, and he is going to be dropped for a sack on the play. Carson's had a rough time this evening throwing the football. That's a big loss on the play, as he didn't have time to get rid of it. It'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to spot it all the way out at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd down and about 20 to go. They can get a 1st down at the 2. Trace Bagan split out wide to the right side. Hood split wide to the left. Campbell comes in motion. Carson boots out to his right side. Looking, and we got a flag down. Probably going to be a holding penalty there. Carson does get rid of it. But the flag down on the play. Carson a little slow to get up, but back on his feet. The flag is at about the 31-yard line. The officials talking it over on the Mustang sideline. We'll see what the indication is. We're going to have a hold on the Mustangs. And then we've got an intentional grounding again on Carson Hinn. So we'll see what it is that they're going to, how much real estate they're going to have to give up here. So the Mustangs had it 1st down at the 12-yard line, and now they're all the way back out at the 42. So a whole bunch, and the loss of down. The loss of down on the intentional grounding is the one that they will accept. 3rd down and a whole bundle here for the Mustangs. And we've got a timeout called by the Mustangs. 5 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. The Mustangs, with this opening drive, they've done a good job. They took that opening kick and they marched it all the way down to the 12 until a sack and a couple of penalties have moved them back to the 42-yard line. Folks, it's been a very entertaining football season. Thanks everybody who tuned in throughout the season. We had a lot of fun this year. I'd like to thank Casey Slama, who has served as our color analyst on the home games. Always enjoy having him come in and give us a hand. Had several different camera people throughout the season. Certainly an awful lot of entertainment. We had a lot of fun. Glad that you could join us. And as of course now we start to look ahead to the winter sports season, and we'll have a full slate of basketball games, both boys and girls. And if you would like to be a sponsor for any of those games, we'd certainly encourage you to call the Sheridan County Journal-Star office at 308-282-0118, or you can shoot us an email. That's available there on the website. You can find it there. Out of the pistol, Carson Hinn, swing pass to the left side to Pieper. Slips, gets his footing back, and then going to be gang tackled at the 40-yard line. That's not going to get the Mustangs anywhere close to where they needed to be. And so they will probably, looks like they're going to come out in a punt formation here as they need the 2-yard line. And that'll be Higgins back to kick it away for the Mustangs. Higgins, a little pooch kick that time. Well done. It's going to roll inside the 20 and down to about the 15-yard line. And so the Mustangs move the football effectively, but they finally have to punt. Cozad takes over at their own 15-yard line with 5 minutes on the dot. 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. So the Mustangs have finally flipped the field position on Cozad, as they had great field position in the first half. Toss play to the left side, and the Mustangs stack that up for a gain of only a yard or two on the play, as that was Mana on the carry on that little toss fly sweep that they ran with such effect in the first half. The Mustangs string that one out, and they're going to say a very minimal gain on that play. So we got a long way to go in this one yet. 4:53 left to go in the third quarter. And now we've got a holding call against the Haymakers. That's going to cost them a few yards. That'll be half the distance. So the Mustangs are going to need a little bit of help from Cozad if they're going to accomplish a comeback. So first down and about 15, as they'll work from the eye. Gill goes under center with 2 wide outs to the right side. They give it to the fullback, stacked up immediately and dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Two wide outs to the right side again this time. Offset eye. Boots to the right side. Throws the pass down there. A man wide open. That's Mana, and through his hands. He was wide open. There wasn't a Mustang within 10 yards of him. He turned around and it went right through his fingers. Incomplete. That is a huge break for the Mustangs there. Cozad had the play they wanted. They had their man open and he couldn't pull it in. It'll bring up third down and about 15 to go. Cozad needs the 20, well, almost the 26-yard line for the first down. Two wide outs to each side. Gill out of the pistol. They give it off on the delay. Mustangs are ready that time, and they drop him in the backfield for a loss on the play. So the Mustang defense gets it done that time. A little help with the holding penalty, but they're going to get it back, and they should have great field position here. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Reeves and Nelson will set their feet at about the Cozad 44-yard line. The kick is away. Good kick to the left side. It's going to roll dead at about the 33-yard line. So the Mustangs with a golden opportunity here. 3:28 left to go in this third quarter. The Mustangs had it on that first drive for 7 minutes. Cozad kept it for about a minute and a half, and now the Mustangs back out on offense. Nelson to the right, Combs to the left. Pieper comes in motion. They give it off to Talon Pieper, and he's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. Hit immediately after he took that football. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Now they're going to say he's going to lose about 3, and now I think we've got a Cozad Haymaker down on the play. And I think he's got I think it's a cramp. He's in some pain there. We will step aside and we'll be back in just a minute.
Since the early 1900s, the theater has been a cornerstone of our community. Over the years, the movies have come and gone due to fires and other unfortunate events. Now, we have a chance to do what others have done before us and rebuild. With your help, we can once again have a theater right here in beautiful Gordon, Nebraska. Give our community a safe place of entertainment, help attract new doctors, teachers, and businesses, and help support the ones we already have. Donations can be sent to Bank of the West, 205 North Main Street, Gordon, Nebraska. Let's bring the movies back.
So the injured Haymaker, number 34, it does look like a cramp in that right calf. They're going to try and get him up and get him off the field. We don't have a 34 listed on the roster, so I can't tell you who that is. But the Mustangs are going to have it second down and about 13 to go after Talon Pieper was tackled for a loss on first down. 3:10 to go, third quarter. The Mustangs are going to break the huddle on the sideline and come quickly to the line of scrimmage. Jared Nelson comes on late and splits out to the left side. Campbell comes in motion. Hinn, quick pass to Nelson and nearly intercepted. He threw it behind Nelson. He got a hand on it and just about laid it into the breadbasket of one of the Cozad defensive backs. Luckily, it falls harmlessly to the turf. It'll be third down. We talked about it at some length a week ago. The Mustangs, through the first 5 games, stayed fairly healthy and had most of the breaks go their way. The second half of the season has been exactly the opposite. Lots of injuries, and things just didn't quite go the Mustangs' way. Hinn sets it up, pass over the middle, complete to Jarrett Pieper. Breaks free. He's down inside the 20-yard line. That's a Mustang first down. Good conversion that time by the Mustangs as they found Jarrett Pieper, the fullback, coming out of the backfield. He set up over the middle and then with a great run after the catch, moves the sticks for the Mustangs. And now they've got something cooking again. They're set up 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Carson Hinn under center, turns, gives to Jarrett Pieper, and he gets forward for a gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards. A good first down gain again. Going to give him only about 3 on that carry. Second down and 7. The ball just inside the 15-yard line of Cozad. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. And they got the Haymakers to jump. That's going to be an offside against Cozad. And that'll make it second down and short. Well, Carson Hinn with a good job on the hard count. Carson pressed into service, just a sophomore. Pressed into service, this just his 3rd start of the season. and he's done an outstanding job. So second down and about 1. Ball at the 9-yard line. They'll give it to Tommy Bragg. He'll spin forward inside close to the 5-yard line. That'll be a first down, and it'll be first and goal Mustangs. The ball setting squarely on the 5-yard line. So a first and goal. 1:09 left to go in the third quarter. And the Mustangs have owned this third quarter. They've held the ball for all but a minute and a half in this third quarter. Knocking on the door here, they've got it first and goal. Campbell comes in motion. The give is to Bragg. Powers his way forward only for about a yard or two. It'll be second and goal. They gave him about a yard, it looks like. So second and goal from about the 4-yard line. 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mustangs quickly to the line. Talon Pieper comes in motion. They'll give it off to Pieper. Tries the left side, and he's stacked up near the goal line. No indication. And I think he's short. It will be third down as the third quarter comes to a close. No score in the third quarter, but the Mustangs knocking on the door as we head to the fourth.
Summer is still here. Make the most of it with this brand new 2017 Ford Mustang convertible at Sides of Milburn Ford in Rushville. This Mustang features the EcoBoost Premium Package with leather interior and My Ford Touch. Come to Sides of Milburn Ford on Highway 20 in Rushville to take a look at this great car. Call Chris or Jared at 308-327-2472 or visit sidesofmilburn.com. Sides of Milburn is proud to sponsor the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs.
We head to the fourth quarter, and the Mustangs, with a distinct time of possession advantage in the third quarter, they had it for 10.5 minutes of the 12-minute quarter. They've got it third down and goal with a ball at about the 2-yard line. Well, the PA guy says the 1. We'll go with that. Third and goal from the 1. And the Mustangs aren't going to be content to leave here with anything but 6 points on the board or turning the ball back over on downs to the Cozad Haymakers. Carson Hinn straight ahead, plows into the end zone. No signal. Touchdown! Touchdown, Gordon-Rushville finally on the board with 11:56 to go in the third quarter. And the Mustangs will line it up and go for 2. Nelson splits out wide to the right side. Campbell comes in motion. They'll give it to Campbell. Plows ahead right straight up the middle, pushes forward, and he should be in there. It is good. 2-point conversion good for the Mustangs. Cuts the lead to 22-8, and the Mustangs back in this thing with 11:56 to go in the fourth quarter. So that was just what the doctor ordered. Mustangs finally got that offense moving. Slow and methodical, but they got it done. And they've got points on the board. They've got a little bit of momentum. And we'll see what that translates into as we've got a full quarter of football yet to play. So don't forget, our next volleyball broadcast will be on Tuesday afternoon. The Mustangs travel to Bridgeport for a triangular with Bridgeport and Mitchell. The last volleyball action before districts, the last tune-up. And the Mustangs are playing some pretty good volleyball lately as they head towards district time. Jared Nelson has it teed up, puts his foot into it. High spinning kick is going to drop in at the 25, picked up there, and going to be returned out to about the 35-yard line where Cozad will take over. Going to spot him at the 33. $11:51 to go in the fourth quarter. And out of the eye they come. Two wides to the far side. Gill goes under center. Gives it off to the tailback. Breaks through a couple of tackles. He's going to have about 9 yards on the carry. A good first down run that time by Griffiths. And it'll be second down and about a yard is all for Cozad as that clock starts to run, and Cozad is not going to be in any hurry at all. The clock certainly in their favor at this point of the fourth quarter. Second down and 1. They'll work from the I formation again. Gill on the option gives it to the fullback. He's stacked up, but I think short of the first down yardage. Gained only about a half a yard. It'll be third down and call it 1. So third down and 1 for Cozad. Big play here. They work from the I, tight end to the left side. Turn, the give is to Noe. Boots out to the right side. He's got a man there. It is complete. 50-45 and out of bounds at the Mustang 40-yard line. Great fake that time by Gill as he found number 13 again. Mana took that pass and scooted for the first down into Mustang territory at the 40-yard line. And a fresh set of downs for the Haymakers. 10 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Offset I this time behind Gill. He'll turn, and he's going to keep it himself, coming around the left side. Makes a man miss at the 40, gets to the 35 and tackled at about the 34 of the Mustangs. That's a gain of about 6 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 4. That was a quarterback keeper the whole way. The clock works its way under 10 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Cozad sitting in good shape here. Gill goes under center, and flag stop play, as they're going to say a delay of game as they waited just a little bit too long to snap the football that time, and it's going to cost them 5 yards. Trying to milk that clock as much as they can. Bring up second down and 10. 9:46 to go, fourth quarter. Back to the I formation. Boots to the right side, and that is complete to Mana again. He's got a first down inside the 30-yard line, down to about the Mustang 26. That moves the sticks again for Cozad. So number 13 has worn the Mustangs out tonight. 9.5 to go, and the clock on the move. The Mustangs are going to need some help here. Pass complete to the tight end, and he is going to make it all the way into the end zone. Number 18, that is Luke Gengenbaugh. And he takes it in for the Cozad Haymakers score. And that makes it 28-8 with 9:17 to go in the fourth quarter. So Cozad answers the Mustang touchdown with one of their own. Extends the lead back to 20 with 9:17 to go. And Cozad will line up for the two-point try. Offset eye this time behind Gill. He's going to boot to the right side. He's got a man open in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Couldn't hang on to it. The score holds at 28-8. So 9:17 to go in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs are now back to a 3-point disadvantage. And as we said earlier, we're certainly looking ahead to the fall or winter sports season as the fall season winds down over the next week or so. We've got a whole host of outstanding basketball games as the Mustang boys team made it to the district final. They were just a few points away from the state tournament a year ago, and they're certainly feeling optimistic about their team this year. We hope that you'll join us for all of that basketball action this winter, and if you'd like to be a sponsor, please contact us at the office. Get a hold of Jordan and let him know. 282-0118. You don't have to be a business. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, if you're somewhere far away and would just like to make sure you can see as many games as possible, give us a holler and let us know. Packages are available for just about any budget. And we'd love to have you along on those basketball broadcasts. Cozad has it teed up. They'll kick this one away. Spinning kick is going to be fielded at the 10 by Reeves. He's up to the 15, to the 20, running to his left. 25, breaks a tackle, 30, and brought down at the 33-yard line. Another good return by the Mustangs. They'll take over at the 33 with 9:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Now, the Mustangs are going to have to work quickly. They're definitely going to need some help to pull this off. So Carson Hinn goes under center, and we've got a false start on the Mustangs. Makes the mountain just a little bit taller. First down and 15. So Carson Hinn under center, drops straight back to pass, looks downfield, goes to the left side. He's got Corby Campbell there, double covered, incomplete, and no flag on the play. It'll be second down and 15. Corby had two defenders on him. That was going to be a tough pass to complete. But the Mustangs getting down into desperation mode with just over 9 minutes to go in the game. Turn, the give is to Tommy Bragg. Plows his way forward for about 5 yards, and that'll bring up third down. It'll be third down and 10. 8:40 to go. And the ball at the 34-yard line of the Mustangs. Three wides to the right side for the Mustangs, one to the left. Carson Hinn under center. Takes the snap, looks to the right side. He's got Reeves. That's complete on a little bubble screen, but Cozad defended it well. Nowhere for Reeves to go that time, and he actually lost a couple of yards on the play. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs with nothing to lose here. 8 minutes left to go in their season. they're going to go for it, and why not? Well, it's all or nothing, all in here for the Mustangs. 4th down and 10 with the ball at their own 33-yard line. Carson Hinn takes the snap, drops back under heavy pressure, and Carson's going to be sacked inside the 25-yard line. And that's kind of been the story of the night for Carson Hinn in the throwing game. He faced heavy pressure the whole time. They'll turn it over on downs to Cozad. Cozad will take over with 7:38 to go in the 4th quarter. And they'll have the ball at the Mustang 24-yard line. Cozad out of the pistol. And Gill is going to keep it himself, be brought down for no gain on the play. And we got a stoppage in play as we got a Mustang down on the field. And I think that is Zane Hamilton who is down, and I think maybe Zane's got a cramp. Looks like he does. He's going to be all right. So gives us an opportunity to thank our sponsors again. The First National Bank in Gordon, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Hinn's Home Furnishings, Accountant Carol Child, CPAs Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan, Barb Share Real Estate, Gordon Chiropractic, the Bank of the West, the Gordon Vision Center, Hinn's Clothing, Grocery Mart, Essence, Sides and Milburn Ford, Modern Farm Equipment, and of course, the Sheridan County Journal-Star, your source for all the news that is news in Sheridan County. The Journal-Star, naturally available as an online edition. If you don't get the online edition already, you certainly should check it out. That edition available generally on Tuesday afternoons before anybody else can get the newspaper in their hot little hands. You can have it on your laptop, desktop, or mobile device. Check it out at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. 2nd down and 11. Low snap this time to Gill. Drops back, throws this one down the left side. Jump ball intercepted! Intercepted by the Mustangs. That's Jared Nelson running to his left, and he is going to be brought down at about the 22-yard line. Threw that one up for grabs, and Jared Nelson stepped in front of it and picked it off. So 7 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter, and a flag down. That's going to be holding on the Haymakers. That is declined. So the Mustangs with the football. They've got it at their own 21-yard line with 7 minutes left to go in the game. See if they can get something here. They need to get some traction, and they need to do it pretty quick. Nelson will split out wide to the right side. Carson Hinn under center. Drops straight back. Looks to the left side, and he's going to be sacked again. Ogallala kind of set the playbook for how to defend the Mustangs in this late in this season as they loaded up the box with 8 and 9 players and blitzed on just about every down. And Cozad has done a similar thing here this evening. They have brought people from all over the place, and they have really done a number on the Mustangs passing game. Carson Hinn has not had a whole lot of time to operate. They've made life difficult for the Mustangs offensive line. 6:22 to go, and the Mustangs have got it 2nd down and about 16 to go. Carson throws a pass complete to Sean Combs out in the right flat. He tiptoes down the sideline and out of bounds at about the 21. That'll stop the clock with 6:11 to go in the 4th quarter. But that'll make it 3rd down and about 11 yards to go. They mark him right at the 20-yard line. So 3rd down and 11. The play having trouble now. The clock is stopped at 6:11. The play comes in from the sideline. Now they've got it lined up. They'll split 3 wides to the left side and 1 to the right. That's the short side of the field, and a false start on the Mustangs. And it's been that kind of night. So instead of 3rd down and 11, it'll be 3rd down and 16. But at this point, what's 5 more yards anyway? So they'll come to the line. Again, 3 wides to the left side. Carson Hinn takes the snap. Bubble screen over there to Pieper. Gets a block and then gang tackled by half of the Cozad Haymaker defense after a short gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Cozad does a great job of swarming to the football, and they certainly did that time. And with under 6 minutes to go, the Mustangs will go for it again on 4th down and 15. Three wides to the right side this time. Carson Hinn drops back, goes down the left side. That is complete to Jared Nelson, breaks a tackle. He's in a foot race and gonna be caught by the ankles inside the 35-yard line of the Cozad Haymakers. And so the Mustangs with a 1st and 10, 5:18 to go. Big 4th down conversion there from Carson Hinn to Jared Nelson. Nelson had his man one-on-one, and Carson Hinn put it right out there. Jared hauled it in for the big play. 1st and 10, they'll work out of the pistol again. Hinn under pressure. Nice pickup by the back that time on the blitz, but a flag comes in. I think that was Tommy Bragg who came across and picked up the blitzing linebacker, and they're going to get a hold on the Mustangs. Tommy Bragg saved Carson's life that time, as that defender had a whole head of steam, knocked him off his pegs there, but the penalty is going to march the Mustangs back and make it 1st down and 20 with 5:07 to go in the 4th quarter. They'll mark that penalty all the way back to the 48-yard line of Cozad. 1st down and a whole bunch for the Mustangs. Carson Hinn looks, rolls, and sacked again. Carson has had a hard time finding anybody to throw to, and an even harder time getting away from the Haymaker defense. Another loss on the play. Under 5 minutes to go in the game now, and the ball all the way back at the Mustang 42. So the Mustangs bring the play in, 2nd down and a whole bunch. They've got the play. Clock runs under 4:20, and now we've got a flag that comes down, delay a game on the Mustangs. Took them an awful long time to get that play in from the sideline. That's going to cost them 5 more yards. The Mustangs will scrimmage from their 37-yard line. They need the 24 of Cozad for a 1st down. Carson Hinn pumps, running for his life, spins, tucks it and tries to run. He's going to pick up yardage to the 40-yard line. That'll be good for about 3 yards is all. And under 4 minutes to go in the game. So 3rd down, and the scoreboard says 36. We'll go with that. Not many plays in the playbook for 3rd down and 36. Carson Hinn goes under center. drops straight back, goes down the left side, and that is just tipped away. He had Brandon Reeves there, but tipped away by the Cozad defensive back. And it'll bring up fourth down. Well, that was Sean Combs, actually, the intended target that time. Incomplete, and brings up fourth down. Now Carson Hinn is going to try and shift a couple players over to the other side of the formation, and a timeout called from the sideline. So folks, Essence has the perfect thing for your active Mustang, and that is the Mustang Power Pack. Stop in or call to find out more. Essence also offers wine, flowers, gift items, and a whole lot more. You can find them at 117 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can call 282-2014. And stop into Grocery Mart at 228 North Main Street in Gordon for great food and more, along with a friendly hometown atmosphere. They got big savings this weekend, including shoulder roast for $2.89 a pound, pork chops for $1.59 a pound, butter kernel vegetables only 59 cents a piece, and a whole lot more. And you can find all the details in this week's Sheridan County Journal-Star. Carson Hinn throws it complete over the middle, and a little hook and ladder play complete to Jared Nelson. He's across the 35, the 30, inside the 25 and 20. And what did I say about not having many plays for fourth down and 36? The Mustangs had one the whole time. We just didn't know it. That's a first down and 10 for the Mustangs. Having some fun here, not going to quit. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in their season. They're going to leave it all on the field. They've got it first and 10 at the 19-yard line of the Cozad Haymakers. Well executed hook and ladder that time. And Carson in the pistol. Drops straight back, throws that incomplete. He threw it over the head of Sean Combs. Incomplete, stops the clock with 2:56 to go. One of the few passes where Carson hasn't been on target. Well, one thing that I have to admire about the young quarterback in these last 3 games is that when he throws that football, it's always in the vicinity of a receiver. He's been very, very accurate. He just hasn't had any time at all to throw the football tonight. 3 wides to the left side. Carson is going to boot to his left, steps up, evades a tackler, throws it in. It is intercepted. Intercepted by Cozad. And look out. And there is a tackle made, and we've got a Mustang down on the play. Cozad is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. We'll see what this flag is about. The Mustang who was down gets up. And so we're going to have a holding penalty called against Cozad. That flag came in, I'm sure, after the change in possession. So Cozad should keep the football, and they will. Intercepted, and that will pretty well do it. So Cozad takes over. They'll have it first and 10 at their own 10-yard line with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the game. And the Mustangs with only 1 timeout left. Cozad will work from the eye. And we got a flag that comes in. And a false start on Cozad. So it'll be first down and 15. They'll scrimmage from the 5-yard line. 2:42 to go in the fourth quarter. turn the give to Griffiths right straight ahead. He's good for about 3 yards. And that'll start the clock winding down. Under 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game now. Second down and about 12. Cozad will wait for the count from the back judge. And now he starts that count. They'll snap the football. The turn to give to Griffiths. Breaks it outside. Stacked up and brought down. Back inside the 5-yard line for a loss of about 3 on the play. That will bring up third down. So neither of these teams headed for the playoffs this year. If the score holds, as we assume that it will, the Mustangs will finish the season at 4-5, and the Haymakers will finish at 3-6. A minute and a half left to go in this one. Third down and 15. Gill waits again for the count. And there it goes. They snap the ball. Boots to his left side. Running, and he's going to throw it. It is going to be complete out across the 20-yard line. Nice catch that time by Ben Watovic. He caught it on his fingertips just before he went out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's going to be very, very close to the first down yardage. And I think they're going to measure. 1:06 left to go. Ball squarely on the 20-yard line, and they'll bring the sticks across and measure it. So after tonight's game, we are on to Lincoln for the Husker game against Purdue, as that's about a foot short of the line to gain. And so thanks to Jordan Heather, I've got a sideline pass for the game against Purdue tomorrow, and so hoping to have some fantastic photographs for the Journal-Star in next week's edition. So make sure you check that out. Hoping to have a lot of fun, and looks like going to be a gorgeous day for football in Lincoln tomorrow. And again, if you're not a subscriber to the Journal-Star, you certainly ought to be. Check out the online edition at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. The online edition available in full and glorious color. Fourth down and a foot. 1:06 to go. They come to the line. They try to draw the Mustangs off. Now they'll back off and call timeout. Cozad will call timeout with 1:06 to go in the game. And nobody really ready to see this football season come to an end. They're going to stretch it out as much as we can. Fourth down and a foot. Timeout, Cozad. And one more chance to remind you that these sponsors really are outstanding. We appreciate their support this season. The First National Bank of Gordon, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Hins Home Furnishings, Accountant Carol Child, CPAs Gardner Lautzenheiser and Ryan, Barbed Share Real Estate, Gordon Chiropractic, the Bank of the West, the Gordon Vision Center, Hins Clothing, Grocery Mart, Essence, Sides and Milburn Ford, and Modern Farm Equipment. Cozad back onto the field, as are the Mustangs. They'll work from the eye on fourth down and a foot. Gill takes it straight ahead. He's going to have the first down. That'll move the sticks with 1:05 to go in the fourth quarter. clock will start, and Cozad can take a knee here and finish this one out. Cozad with a pair of long road trips next season, as they'll come out to visit the Mustangs and a trip to Chadron as well. So they're going to put plenty of miles on in 2017. The turn, the give is to the fullback. He'll plow straight ahead for a gain of about 6 yards. And the clock under 30 seconds to go in this one. Second down and 3, and now they'll go into the victory formation with 16 seconds to go. They'll snap it, drop back, take a knee, and that will put a bow on this one for the Cozad Haymakers as they come out victorious tonight, and they win this one 28-8. Mustangs finish the season at 4-5. Cozad finishes at 3-6. Folks, it's been a great football season. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you for basketball season. Join us. And, of course, not quite done with the fall season, as the Mustang volleyball team will be in action Tuesday night at the Triangular in Bridgeport, where they'll face the Bridgeport Bulldogs and the Mitchell Tigers. For my lovely cameraman, Gene Anderson, I am Clint Anderson. We'll see you on Tuesday night on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net.